The 2022 recession is here. How to invest in a stock market portfolio today. Don't invest in today's stock market. Invest in tomorrow's stock market. The world is changing, and invest in that change. In the words of the famous investor Stan Druckenmiller, never invest in the present. What does he mean by never invest in the present? He means to invest in what's going to happen in the future. That's how he got return of 30% a year, by investing against the pound and then for the German currency when the wall came down. What do you do today? You invest in the future of the healthcare revolution. You invest in the reestablishment of the supply chain, and then you invest in deglobalization. That's how you get 30% annual return.
Best of Us Investors presents Carrie Griegmeyer.
To repeat Stan's words, never, ever invest in the present. That's so evident to me that the Wall Street game is a money game, and everybody who plays in it needs you to be trading on a regular basis to make it work. If everybody invested like Stanley did and just bought and held for a long time, nobody makes any money, whether it's the broker, whether it's Wall Street traders, whether it's the companies. Nobody makes money if all you do is buy and hold. But that's how Stanley was able to make a consistent 30% return and managed one of the largest funds in the world for a number of years. In fact, I want you to watch this video. America's most profitable investor you've ever heard that you've never heard of. Watch this video. It's about a 27-minute video, but it'll give you the history of Stanley. And this is the kind of thing that I think will help you become a better investor, to understand the process and not get caught up in the game. Now, if, on the other hand, you tell me you want to play that game, you enjoy playing that game, then there are some excellent YouTubers that can give you the feel of the recession today and where you should invest. And here's a list of them that I just came up with that are current, that give some good information. But I think if you want, at least in my opinion, if you want someone who really gets down deep and dirty and understands the numbers, go watch Stan Druck, and I hope I pronounce that last name correctly, Andre, J-I-C-H. He does a fabulous job, and in this particular video here, find it. He'll go through all the numbers. He'll go through all the acronyms. He'll go through the PCDs and the whatevers, and he'll explain it to you. That's if you want to play the short game. I don't honestly believe this recession has anything to do with good companies. What it has to do with is bad management and bad situations, whether it be from the government for flooding the market with $9 trillion and then wondering why was there inflation? Well, that's because you beat the lottery. The lottery only put out $1.1 billion this weekend. You put out $9 trillion in 9 months. So why wouldn't you expect the spending habits of people to go up? And then no one addresses the elephant in the room, and that is, why do we have such expensive gasoline? Well, the CEO of Exxon says very openly, it's supply and demand. There's more demand than there is supply. Well, I'm sorry, sir, but for the last year, I have yet to wait in line to fill my gas tank up. I have yet to see a gas station closed because of no gasoline. They may be closed because they ran out of Twinkies, but it's not because they ran out of gasoline. So don't tell me that. And I know that you lost money while I was sitting at home and quarantined, and you need to make that up because you didn't get bonused in 2020. And you need to make that up because you're getting close to retirement. So I understand that. What I don't understand is how you sleep at night. I just don't understand. When you know there are single mothers out there, well, that's her fault. She's a single mother. And they got 3 kids in the back of the car, and they're filling up with gas at the Walmart gas station, but that doesn't, or the Costco gas station, but they can't buy new shoes for the kids. The kids are going to have to use last year's backpack, and I'm all right with that. But how the hell do you sleep at night knowing that you're taking advantage of these people and you're lying to them? There's no shortage of gasoline. I'll believe it when I have to wait in line to fill my tank up. It has yet to happen. So don't tell me that. Just don't lie to me. Okay, so you're an investor. You want to invest in the market we play in. Okay, invest in good companies, but do not, again, never, ever invest in the present. Never, ever, based on the situation that's in front of you, inflation and interest rates, make your investment decisions based on that. Now, you might make a investment decision like I did to follow Warren Buffett into Occidental Petroleum because these gas station people, these oil companies are going to continue to rape us. It's evident. They have the opportunity. They can point to Joe and say, you closed down the pipeline. It's your fault, Joe. It's not ours. And then they have the courage to tell you that in this last quarter, they had record profits. Hell yes, you had record profits, and you will continue to have record profits as long as you keep the price of the gas up. I mean, if you triple the price of oranges, the orange farmers and the grocers going to have record profits. Is that a surprise? Why is it a surprise when it comes to gasoline? I don't know. So I choose not to invest in the present. I choose to invest based on what's happening today, what I see in the news, what I hear and what I see in the Wall Street Journal, which, by the way, if none of us invested in the present, there would be no need for a daily issue of the Wall Street Journal. Or, hey, would there be a need for Squawk Box? Would there be a need for CNBC and Bloomberg's? No, that's where the money is. That's what you're supplying if you're investing in the present. The future is healthcare revolution. Do you remember our healthcare system is broken? Do you remember that we shut the world down for a year and a half? That can't happen again. Do you remember that you can't get stuff because the supply chain is broken? Hey, that might mean there's an investment opportunity in bringing manufacturing back to the United States and the deglobalization of the world. Could that present an opportunity? What about Vladimir Putin? Could he be presenting an opportunity? And then something that I want to throw out there. This weekend, I heard that Joe got the virus again. That's his second time. He's had all the shots. He's had all the boosters. Joe's older than me. Joe is not healthy, okay? What's going to happen to your investment portfolio if we have a change in president? What's going to happen if Joe can't make it to the end of his term? Is it a possibility? It is a possibility. Is it something you need to consider? Hell yes, it is. It could change the whole scope of things. How? I don't know. But I have to pay attention to it. I have to connect the dots and say, What happens if Kamala becomes our president? What happens if the first multinational female becomes president of the United States? What does that mean to my stock portfolio? I don't know, but I certainly want to pay attention to it. I want to watch closely as I see Joe moving around. I want to hear what, in fact, is happening. Do I want to pay attention to China's saying that if Nancy shows up at Taiwan, that they may take military action? Are you kidding me? That's what they said. Should I pay attention to that? Should I pay attention as to how Xi Jinping and Vladimir are getting along? Yes, I should, because that's investing in the future. That's recognizing there could be a major change in currency. I need to pay attention. And that's what I do. I don't worry about what stock's going to boom this week because I can't do anything about it. I can't get any advantage there. Now, what I do is I look at Moomoo every day on my phone. I have found an app that I can use every day on my phone to see what the market is doing, wherever I am. The other day I was having lunch in a nice restaurant, Taiwan food, by the way, and I wanted to see what was happening in the market. I normally work from my desktop or my laptop. I just pulled my phone out, connected to their Wi-Fi, and there it was on my Moomoo app. Do I have a ton of money in my Moomoo account? No, but it gives me an element that I didn't have before I got Moomoo. If you want to participate in Moomoo and get free stocks for putting 100 up to 102 or 2,000, I put 2,000 and I got 10 free stocks. And then every time I refer a friend, they give me another share of stock. I think this is a no-brainer. Why have I been sending my money just with no rewards to E-Trade and Schwab all these years? Come on, if somebody's going to reward me, I want to take advantage of the rewards. That's what I want to do for you. I want you to become a smarter investor. And I want you to remember what Stan Druckenmiller said. Never, ever invest in the present because it's changing constantly. Hell, we don't know who our president's going to be in the next 3 months. He's subject to the coronavirus. He's had it twice now. I haven't had it at all. You know what that's about. Okay, that's my take on today. I think we have a magnificent future in front of us because, again, I will emphasize, because of artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data. 40 years they've been following me around and collecting data on my every move. Can they help me make better decisions if they'll put the software together? Palantir, maybe Oracle. I've talked about those before. These are stocks who are taking that data and going to make it more accessible to me. Hell, I'll now be able to walk into my doctor and say, here's my health record. Here's the health record of my family. Here's my genome. Here's my genome sequencing. How is the world not changing? So why would you invest in the present if the fortune is in the future? All right. I have fun doing this. I hope you do too. And if I can do anything to help you, come to my website, Best of Us Investors. Find a link to our community. We call that our Discord. And take a look at Moomoo and see if it might add a little dimension to your life. Talk to you again probably tomorrow.